Patricia Larkin Green, the curator for OpenWall, interviewing Ameya Pawar. And so, Ameya, thanks so much for taking some time to talk to us today.
Thank you for having me.
I had a couple questions because I'm curious how you decided to have artwork in the alderman's office.
It all started with the space. We wanted a space that was warm and inviting, a space that would draw the community in. And one of the things that I know, just having worked in government before and having been in government offices, is that they're sort of just you stop and you get what you need and you leave, and I feel like if we're going to talk about transparency, if we're going to talk about people getting involved in what happens in their government, how their tax dollars are spent, that they should play a role in that. And that means that the office should be warm and should be inviting, and so we were looking for spaces like that here in the ward. And this is the old Jazz Record Mart, and it's a really unique space. And so how that transitioned into putting artwork up was, well, we thought, we've got all these great resources in the community. How do we bring them in so that they can not only partner with our office, but also promote what we're doing, but also promote themselves? And we thought, well, let's turn the office into an art gallery where local artists can display their work. And that's when you came in, and working with Ernie and building the committee is really leaving that piece of it up to the artists. This is your office, you guys are paying for this, so we thought we would turn this into a real community space.
So did you have any vision for how that would unfold, like what kind of art might come in, or?
I mean, what we see here is amazing. It's above and beyond any expectation that we had. It's so amazing to have. I mean, you go out and you look at the artwork that was put together by the kids, and then the first display from the Ravens Art Walk. It's been a change every single time, and it also changes the office, the tone in the office, and I think that's nice. The people who work in this office spend more time here than they do at home, so we want to make sure that they feel comfortable here.
I wanted to ask you a little bit about that because there have been a couple different shows here. So let's talk about the first one, because I'm curious not only how your staff responded and how you responded to that first show, but what kind of things were going on in the ward during that time.
I mean, one, they loved it because it's nice to be able to walk in. It's already a nice space, but when you have artwork in it and it's coming from the community, it makes it feel like the community is truly invested. And that, as we are invested in helping the community, working with the community is also invested in us. And so that set the tone from the get-go. And I think that was really nice. And I think, I think the reaction from the community has been great. I think people come in and they spend time here. They spend time not only getting to know me, but also everyone who works here, but also getting to know the office, meaning the art, and getting to know what's going on in their community. And that's, for me, is most important.
So the first show was like a collaboration with Ravenswood Art Walk. They sponsored the event, and all of the artists are from the ward, but also participated in the Ravenswood Art Walk. That show was early on when you took office. So what types of things were your office tackling then?
Oh, I mean, I think in the very beginning it was building relationships at City Hall, and making sure that our constituent service operation was up and running, and that we're working with the community. And it was there was a learning curve in the beginning, and it was in the theme. Then I think it was nice to be able to start in the loop in the front of the office, and then work your way back to the office, and you end up at the beach.
Oh, good memory.
Yeah. And it was nice. I think it was just really nice because it was stressful. I mean, I don't think there was anyone here that wasn't working 60, 70, or 80 hours a week. And I think it was nice to be able to provide an environment where people feel comfortable coming to us, because there was a big change after 36 years. And we wanted to make sure that people understood that, that there's going to be continuity of service. Things may look different, sound a little bit different, but that's okay.
Yeah, and we wanted to have that first show really represent faces and spaces in the ward so that people could identify and connect.